Comics Plus, what is going on? My name is Akasan.
What's up, Super Crew? It's me, DC Son.
Miss Marvel, episode 2. We're still doing it. Yeah, we got like one more. I got one more week of this with Obi-Wan, and then my schedule will be a little freed up, but it's not.
Not really.
It's not. No. It's
Thor?
all right. I mean, I get it through before
Before
the
Thor
boys comes on, and we're
yeah.
good.
Yeah.
All right. Anyways, what did you think of the last episode?
Last episode, I actually liked the way it was filmed.
Okay.
It made it kind of fun to watch.
Yeah.
Whether
Homecoming
you're
vibes,
a fan of the character or just coming into the character.
Yeah.
I thought the stylistically was entertaining.
Yeah.
And seeing what her character does is interesting. I do feel, because I don't really know that much about her character, but I do feel like they're leading into her character being bi, potentially, or gay.
Okay.
And the only reason I say is just the way it's filmed. When she keeps looking at the blonde girl, the popular girl in the school, she just stares too long. She lingers a bit too long. So I'm like, okay, is this your way of subtly saying that she might actually be interested in her, but
we'll have to find out.
She likes her best friend. Like, you saw how they were gonna like they almost kissed, right? It's like, oh, okay, all right, whatever. But then when she looks at that girl, she almost has googly eyes. I could be wrong.
Okay, I thought it was. Like, I just thought it was almost like white envy type of thing, or white popular envy. Like,
I actually had looked at it like
that. Like I never got that. Like, I mean, maybe I'll have to check and see if it has JJ's favorite bisexual lighting on her. That could be an indication. You know, you never know. But damn, I never thought about it like that.
No, I did, because a lot of shows start doing that. Where when they're filming a character that may potentially be interested in someone else, they linger.
Now, if this was on the CW,
definitely.
I'd give you that for sure. We have to have one gay person on there, or bisexual, or whatever.
We'll see. I'm not sure.
See.
I could be wrong, and if I'm wrong, that's okay. If she is, that's fine. Either way, but it's like it felt like that's what they're kind of leaning to, or it could potentially happen. But let's see where her character develops from this point on.
Do you feel like this show
is a love triangle?
Do you feel like this show is living up to the preconceived standards that it was going to be too woke?
I think I'd have a better answer for you after the second episode.
Fair enough.
The first episode, I actually enjoyed that they showed parts of her culture.
I thought that was cool.
For people who don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, I could see that if people are from her culture, not liking certain things, are like, oh, you're generalizing two things.
Right.
But for that, obviously I'd be sorry for that. But I'm also kind of happy that they introduced it, because it's not something that we get exposed to a lot.
For sure.
So I'm happy for
this
that.
Is cool.
And if it's exposed in a way that they don't really like, I'm sorry, because I didn't know, but I actually enjoyed it.
I thought it seemed pretty, like, they handled it well. And, it's like, look, yes, her family might be, I wouldn't say highly religious, but they're religious, and we see elements of that. Yeah, spiritual. We see elements of that, but it doesn't really change the way she functions through her high school. Now, one thing that I thought was I think it was handled actually fairly well, was the idea of her mom trying to come to terms with this idea of a convention. But she was like, okay, if you're going to go to this convention, I don't need you dressing up like a hoe. And here's this more fully
showing
clothed,
her mom is very conservative.
Right.
But
I
something
really
I kind of like,
because I actually liked it.
A lot of people are like that. And it's like, I get it, especially when it comes to something.
Especially the conventions,
Well, yeah, because, realistically, when you look at the videos that get the clicks,
that's what
there's not much costume there. So it's like, okay, I get it.
I like it. My favorite part of that entire episode, was I thought. My favorite part of that entire episode was the fact that when the blonde chick was showing up as Miss Marvel, which was it was a comic book representation, but he's like, that's not even accurate.
Yeah.
Like, okay, well, actually it is, but okay, So
so far I'm enjoying.
I'm very curious to see how the second episode is going to come across, and are they going to wait the entire season until we get her final costume? Or how's it gonna go?
I think we'll get her final costume sooner.
Episode 3, probably. Possibly.
Like we might see a glimpse of it in this, like the end of the episode. but I think it'll probably happen in episode 3 or 4.
Hopefully, and I hope, hopefully, I do think I hope we get a comic-ish accurate episode where her it's kind of more cloth based opposed to like the leather Flash Arrow type of look. But I honestly can't even remember what based on the promo art. What her final costume or final look may be.
I couldn't tell you.
Right? It's weird.
Because I've seen like 2 or 3 different
right?
iterations. Like,
yeah,
I'm
isn't
not
it?
sure
That's
which one they're going with, or are they mixing all 3?
Yeah. But then we're gonna see the lawyers. I believe that's the DOD. I could be wrong, but
we're gonna see. Let's bring her in.
Yeah, they were in Homecoming. I'm sorry, No Way Home, and quite possibly the same agency from Homecoming. Yeah, so they were the ones that arrested or took in everybody. The one we thought that was Matt Murdock with the coming down. But he's like,
now, how cool would it be if he shows up again?
We'll see. Anyways, full reactions available on Patreon, guys. Make sure you check that out. The videos are usually up way before the edits are, and especially with Obi-Wan and Miss Marvel coming out at the same time, it's taking a little bit more time. Your latest reaction to the latest episode of Miss Marvel starts now. I got you, Gwen Stacy.
I've seen what happens when people get obsessed with their fantasies.
I'd like to know if there's more to that in that statement.
You think that was her mom when she was younger,
or just
her grandmother kind of
powers thing? Or something, right? Because I think her mom does know there's something more to what's going on.
Because the way she says this is junk,
right?
It's like it almost felt like it disdained, like it was a dream that wasn't fulfilled, or someone she knew. It just didn't go well, so it severed their relationship, kind of thing.
Okay. Or was this Mace? I think it was Mace. Yeah. No, it was Diddy. Oh, then again.
Finally, thank you.
Yeah.
She has a little more.
What is going on?
That other girl.
She got the credit. Yeah. Wow, they're gonna bring in the blonde chick instead.
So she's acting like she saved herself. Okay, maybe I was wrong. Damn.
That's pretty cool.
That is. That's some weird looking CG, but yeah.
Ooh.
That looked.
Yeah, very CG.
Are you crazy? Do I look like a 9-year-old man to you? Sometimes.
No. I like her actually. I know they make her out to be kind of a cunt, but I actually really like her. Yeah.
I didn't look that. I just looked at it as like she's a protective mom.
But we've gotten older. Or we've been there, so we know. Like not gonna lie, kind of want a place like this. Please, okay. Dumb dude. That was funny though. That was funny.
Damn. God is willing.
I mean, remember, it's kids. It's kids.
I know.
So, yeah. They're supposed. That's about as realistic. Now that's staring.
I like my cigar.
Let me guess. He's gonna be the villain.
That is a nice car.
He's gonna be the bad guy.
He probably will.
Brian's mad. Why is Brian
Heart.
How is Zoe's house? It's magical.
What? I will say, like I said this in the first episode, I really love their incorporation of texting. It's probably the most creative version I've ever seen.
Yeah, I like it. It makes it fun and fresh.
And fluid.
It reminds me of
Sherlock? No,
Into the Spider-Verse.
You know what? I'm good.
You sure?
Maybe it's.
You don't sound too good.
Do you think it's because of puberty?
Been acting kind of weird these past
I know, like
days.
that's
No,
why
I think it's
acting up.
Anything, right?
I think it's just channeling through her system right now in her bloodstream.
Like when I put this on, I feel like me. Like I
Nice.
have a purpose. It's probably why I ran for the mosque board.
So that's the quote they're gonna use for when she's putting on a costume. Oh God.
And like you said, it's for teens.
Damn, teen. that peach fuzz, that beard came in pretty.
Bro, I was like, what, 23?
How much you want to bet her? She gets excited and her powers start acting out. First kiss.
Like an X-Men.
Drive.
Bro,
plus the insurance will cover it.
Yo, what the hell? He's probably shook. Oh, okay.
You and your mom are close, huh? That's sweet.
Yeah, be careful. He's an assassin of the hand.
Yeah.
Cute.
Hammer. Taisha.
Kamala.
Brother.
Hey!
This is Kamran.
Got a sister.
He's our...
Nice to meet you, cousin Kamran.
Yeah, she
Okay,
does.
we should go.
I think I remember you, man.
Stupid.
Some things on the internet. We called you haram.com, Ron.
She disappeared that night, just like many others did.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Are you glowing? Whoa, she's going. No, I think she's going to. Whoa.
Somebody grab the Zum Zum.
I mean, you legit heard
voices
on the phone, or whatever. Wait, what? Wait, was that a drawing of her in the future?
If it wasn't for slippery when wet, your father and I may never have met.
I know.
Yeah. Yeah.
That'd actually be kind of fun to go to.
It might be kind of cool, yeah.
Didn't bother.
Wow.
Right? I don't understand the question.
Kamala, you are going to start with the Mosque Bros, yes?
Come on, the
The
Mosque
Mosque Bros.
Girls. And last, the ones who know it all and will not let you forget it, the Illuminantes.
Illuminantes.
Okay.
That's just funny.
wouldn't rob two young women of that future, would you, Uncle?
Ooh.
Your daughter, basically your other daughter.
Dang, put it out there.
Guilty.
But you know what?
Wouldn't kill her.
It
I like what
works.
she's doing.
What are you doing?
I like it. Because she was talking so much online about.
But
happened.
I was thinking the scratches. I was wondering if that's from something else.
It all happened so fast. Did she have an accent of any kind?
Ooh. Subtle.
Was she Latina?
Oh.
I'm sorry, I'm supposed to say.
Very
Not
racist.
Mex now, right? Middle Eastern, perhaps. South Asian.
What the hell are you getting at here?
Yeah, she was very
Profiling.
very on the nose.
This kind of reminds me of the Miles Morales game a little bit. A little bit.
And took off with someone. I heard she had many affairs and she had a secret
So
family.
they're all lying. They don't know.
Did. Happened during partition.
Why would,
he's
why
wearing
would
her
you climb?
shoes.
Why? I kind of get it. Also, the whole outfit is the scarf. It's the precursor to her outfit. That's kind of cool.
Yo, it's Nightlight.
Nightlight.
Nightlight is such a bad name.
Is that 2 foods or 1 food? 1. I put ice cream on pizza.
Did someone say ice cream pizza?
I like the
You got a
That's
new
like,
idea.
that's an
Yeah.
idea.
work with that.
Superhero anime.
All right, you want?
Whoa! Ankle, that's it?
Celebrated a little too soon.
Right where you are.
It's like the Dark Knight Rises.
Right?
Oh my god, really? Wow.
Because
He's definitely in on it.
because they can't read a license plate.
Kamala, I've been waiting.
Oh, whoa!
I'd like you to meet my mom.
Oh, wow.
Told you.
That was nice. Okay.
Is it? Is it nice that we just met the villain?
I'm down with it. Let's go. So there you have it, folks. That's the latest episode of Miss Marvel.
Dude, hold up a sec. So that means that dude's mom is what? She ages slowly?
Right? I was kind of wondering about that myself.
Or now she's immortal because she got some type of power or something?
Maybe.
Like she took her great grandmother's power, and that's what kept her alive so long. And everyone thinks that the great grandmother did some shady stuff, so that's why it shamed the family. But the truth is, saying that great grandmother shamed the family and left was so no one digs in the real history.
I feel like actually, I feel like, especially because Ant-Man has been kind of has been mentioned many times recently.
She's stuck in the quantum realm.
She's stuck in some sort of realm, because if you remember when she first got her power, she went into some sort of realm and popped back out.
Right.
And she keeps doing that several times now. So I feel like the quantum realm, there is some form of a realm that she's jumping into or something like that.
And it does have similar colors to it.
Yeah. I don't think it's the quantum realm, but I do think it's something
of
along that line, like almost like Dormammu, or like she might be jumping universes, multiverse.
Because looking at the colors for it, sorry, not interrupt you, but you made me think about something. I could be a stretch, but looking at how they deal with powers in the MCU, and it's like, okay, this color is dealing with cosmic power. This is more of spiritual, that kind of stuff. The color palettes kind of match with that. Ooh, that is interesting. Notice, like, not joking, there's lots of pinks and purples being used.
Oh, yeah.
And those are the same colors of those type of energies being used in the MCU.
Bisexual lighting. So I'm just saying, I'm not just, that's JJ's favorite thing, man. Just wait.
Bisexual lighting.
What? You don't remember?
No, but I'm like, what?
So even in our private chats, JJ is always coming up with something like saying how everything is trying to go like bisexual, and like they're trying to make everything gay or bisexual.
Like everything is an agenda.
And everything is like an agenda, or he doesn't go full. He doesn't say it's full on woke, but he does say that there's an agenda where all the promotional stuff is done with this pink and blue, purple hues, and he calls it bisexual lighting. So, like, for example, Moonlight, the One Night in Soho or something like that, and then there's...
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
He's got a point on the last one.
So
because it's like, they do use this color.
Yeah.
I didn't think anything of it. I just thought they were using those colors to give it identity.
Since he says that, like,
this corner,
and he'll send us screenshots. He's like, you see, this is what I'm talking about, guys. They even did even the last big show we were all kind of talking about out before The Boys. I forgot what it was, but it was like something where he was like, you see, they even use the color tones that way for like
Umbrella
that.
Academy?
Maybe that was it. I don't know, but it's like, okay. So now you're not gonna.
Now I can't unsee it.
Now you can unsee it. So
because I don't think anything like that. For me, when I look at colors and stuff like that, I look at it as identifying and giving an identity to a character and or its environment. So
like that's why you mentioned how she might be attracted to Ashley or
whatever that
her name was. I was like, someone spit out my water because I was like, what? But I'm like, okay,
because I was thinking that it was one of those where it's like they're gonna try and set up a love triangle ish between her, the popular girl, and her best friend. But then they introduce the villain and her son.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
if she's the villain, but in all likelihood, it sounds like they're playing the same idea as like Moon Knight, where it's kind of like, okay, this older wise person is probably has evil intention,
and trying to use their
and get
son
the bracelet
to get
off of her,
So I look at it as, okay, maybe she's not attracted to her, but yes, kind of like what you're saying, that it's more envious. So it's like, oh, okay, I can kind of see that now, more so in the second episode. It's like, oh, okay. That's cool.
I will say while I kind of was interested a little bit in the festival and all that. I do feel like it dragged a little bit long, but I kind of get where they were kind of going. Like the whole side story of her friend running for that committee or to be a group or something. It's interesting, but it also kind of detracts away from kind of the main point of the story.
I didn't have any issues with it. I looked at it as that's their way of also trying to update old thinking, old traditions and things, and trying to give women a voice because it's something that doesn't happen because of those traditions. So I'm like, wow, that's really interesting.
Well, I was talking about the culture, the entire festival.
Oh no, but that's why I kind of liked it, because it wasn't like a throwaway conversation in the mosque.
Right.
They had some type of follow-up for it, which happened during the festival, and we got to see those generations talking about different things that are involving their life. Right. So it's like, oh, okay,
and
cool.
it'll be interesting to see, because, like, for example, just for example, the cookout that they had at Falcon and a Winter Soldier show. The whole cookout thing, they spent some time on it, but it's not like they actually went in and like, okay, so here are the old black dudes here that they play chess or whatever. Here are the women with the weaves in their head or something like that, right? And so I'm kind of wondering. I am very curious for those that would be of Pakistani descent or even practice Muslim, the culture. What's your opinion on like that
Muslim Islamic
the way they're kind of like showcasing all that? Does it feel like it's pandering, or is it kind of cool to kind of see like
these different areas of
and categories being brought out like that? Right. Like I like I like the Illuminati pun. The Illuminantes, but
because they know everything, but you find that they don't know anything at all, which is what I think is funny.
Which is actually kind of funny, but in all theories, right? So I wonder how closely tied in that was to the multiverse of madness. So very interesting.
Auntie's gossip is madness. For me, I like that it was there. I love that they actually have some color in this show, and it's not the usual archetype hero colors that we usually get, and people are actually interacting with each other on a basic level where everything isn't so grandiose the whole time.
True.
So far I like the balance of it. I'm also seeing the typical trope of the hero failing when they're trying to save someone, or
that would have been they're not. I was like, yo, this kid has like kung fu grip to be holding on for that long, but
not like, just that. Well, I mean, life and death. So I can see him holding on, and that's no problem. It's opening his hands that'd be like he has a hard time doing. Closing him is not a problem. Okay. Opening him is. But the thing is, like, saving him, having him on that construct, jumping off of it to pose and then wait. When that happened, like, something's gonna go wrong, because it's like, first thing you should do
great power comes great responsibility.
Take him and put him in a safer position, then do that. So I also like that they showed failure in learning, but that he was safe. But it ended up being one of those where it's like, oh, my ankle. So that means that'll be used against her. It's like, oh, you're the cause of him getting hurt. It'll be used against her. Because if it was too clean,
right.
Like, oh, exactly. She's the next hero. Now you have people on both sides.
Did she bring her backpack when she went to the festival? Because I was wondering, where did she get her change of clothes?
I don't think she... Well, I mean, she could have brought her backpack and just had it sitting down.
Yeah. Maybe she did.
That is a good question.
I was wondering, the DOD agent, the female agent, do you think they're
purposely
making her racist, like super racist, or more of a just stereotype, a profiler?
I think that they're definitely leaning heavily on a profiler, and she'll come off as being somewhat racist.
Okay.
They could play into it a little stronger later, but I'm hoping they don't. Okay. Because I feel like it's a trope that needs to be addressed. It doesn't need to be addressed. But I think it might actually come up because they didn't shy away from it in Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Correct. But I'm wondering if her big thing is less of being a racist and more of or being a racist against soups, actually. Because the whole DOD, the DOD exists to basically clean up and contain.
So soups in general, or soups of color?
I'm thinking soups in general. enhanced beings.
Sorry, yeah, enhanced.
No, I mean
no, because they use that term in this, and I think that
enhanced. Because the thing is, as far as I remember, Tony Stark actually set up the DLD in this timeline. Yeah. So I don't know. That's it's a very interesting thing, and there might be factions of the DLD that are just like, look, we're here to just control the stuff. Right. We don't need another Hulk situation.
Right.
We don't need another Battle of New York. So it's interesting.
What I'm wondering is if like this agency, they're not just going after enhanced, but if they are, let's say, if enhanced person, they find an enhanced person, it's like, okay, come with us peacefully, that they don't in turn train them. So they're on their side in case something does go wrong. They have an enhanced backup.
It's weird. It's weird.
I don't know if they're gonna do that, but if they did, that's like every other agency.
The only thing we have learned so far, is that the DoD exists to contain and control and confiscate. So the most that they've ever done really was take away the Chitauri weapons and such, and then they really were gunning for Peter Parker, Spider-Man. Interesting enough, it didn't seem like they were really pushing that hard to get him in and under control,
But I do see that they could literally be tied to the organization. Was it SWORD? Because what they did with Vision and breaking him down and all that kind of stuff. Could you not see them trying to control?
Very possible. I mean,
control other enhanced.
They did confiscate most of, if not all of, Tony Stark's industry,
or as much as possible.
Very actually very interested to see if there is any background information on what happened with Pepper Potts and her control of Stark Industries after.
I'm 100% sure that there was something somewhere that he kept off the books just because of how he thinks in general, in case something were to go wrong. Yeah. Whether it be with him or someone else, there's a backup.
We'll probably find out in 2 shows: the Armor Wars, and Ironheart. Yeah, that's a good point too. Yeah. All right, that's it, guys. Cool. Let's wrap it up. Not bad. Not a bad episode.
I thought it was good. Fun.
I don't think it's not target for us, but
definitely for the teen angle, especially when it comes to the teen angst.
But now it
makes sense.
But it also pays off a lot. I'm glad that they stuck with homie that dived into the pool and the whole
Mr. Shirtless.
Driving thing and that whole little thing. I'm glad that they spent so much time on that so that the impact could pull off a little bit better. So we'll see. All right, see you guys next week for the finale of Kenobi and the next episode of Miss Marvel. Peace, y'all.
Peace.